In the heart of West Africa, a young, fearless leader rose from the ranks of the military to challenge global powers, uproot corruption, and ignite a revolution of hope. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, once a silent patriot in the shadows, became a symbol of resistance for millions. But behind his rise lies a story few dare to speak of. A secret deal, buried in coded messages, whispered in foreign embassies, and signed under the cover of darkness. A deal that could reshape Africa, or destroy it completely. This is the untold story of Captain Traoré's hidden deal that shocked the world. Burkina Faso, a landlocked country surrounded by conflict and political instability, had seen leaders come and go, most leaving behind a trail of broken promises. But in 2022, amidst chaos and despair, a 34-year-old army captain stepped forward. Captain Ibrahim Traoré was no ordinary officer. Trained in the harsh deserts of Mali, forged by real combat against insurgent forces, he wasn't a man of speeches. He was a man of action. And on the 30th of September, the world watched in disbelief as the young captain led a coup against a faltering regime. To the people, he was a savior. To foreign powers, an unpredictable wild card. The moment Traoré took power, enemies circled like vultures. Western diplomats called for democracy. Former allies questioned his legitimacy. And powerful corporations grew uneasy. Why? Because Traoré didn't come to play politics. He came to clean house. Captain Traoré has promised to put the interests of Burkina Faso above all else. He has hinted at nationalizing mineral resources, raising tensions with major foreign investors. Underneath the surface, a silent war had begun. French forces were asked to leave. Western advisors were sent packing. The mines, Burkina Faso's gold and uranium veins, were no longer up for grabs. That's when the whispers began, that Traoré had struck a deal, but not with the West. In January 2023, satellite images picked up unusual activity near the Tambao mine, one of the world's richest manganese deposits. What was most curious were the private jets landing on temporary runways. Sources later confirmed they belonged to Wagner Group operatives, notorious Russian mercenaries known for doing the Kremlin's dirty work in Africa. But they weren't there to fight. Not yet. They were there to negotiate. Voiceover, fictional confidential informant, distorted. I saw them. They met for hours. It wasn't about war. It was about business, gold, uranium, manganese. They wanted access. And in return, they promised protection. Was this the deal? A secret pact between Captain Traoré and the East. The West was quick to respond, imposing sanctions, cutting aid, but Traoré stood firm. Burkina Faso will not be a puppet to any empire. We will choose our own path. Then came the leak. A single document, posted anonymously on an encrypted channel, marked Top Secret, for internal use only. It was a memorandum of understanding between the transitional government of Burkina Faso and an unnamed private security consortium based in Moscow. The document promised exclusive mining rights for 30 years in exchange for full-spectrum security services and technology transfers. The implications were explosive. Had Traoré sold out his country? Or was he simply playing a smarter game? It's not submission, it's strategy. He's leveraging Russia to break free from Western control. But the world wasn't ready for this shift. Protests broke out in Paris. Think tanks sounded alarms. The balance of power in West Africa was tilting. March 2024. Ouagadougou. Shots rang out near the presidential residence. Reports confirmed it was an assassination attempt. Traoré survived, but barely. 3 attackers, all former intelligence officers, all dead before interrogation. Who sent them? No one knows for sure. But hours later, Russian troops were seen tightening security around key locations. One source claimed, the deal is real, and now it's war. By mid-2024, a new alliance had emerged. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, 3 Sahel nations under military rule, declared a defense pact, and behind them, a shadow of Russian influence. Military bases were reinforced, trade routes redirected. Chinese firms began arriving, eager to invest. Western embassies evacuated. The world watched as Traoré carved out a new model of governance: militarized sovereignty, strategic non-alignment, and absolute control over resources. To his critics, he's a dictator in disguise. To his supporters, a revolutionary. In a speech broadcast live to millions, Traoré delivered his final warning. The age of colonization is over. If you come for our land, our people, or our future, you will find us waiting, not as victims, but as warriors. That speech was translated into 18 languages, and in Washington, London, and Paris, the message was clear. We are deeply concerned about the direction of the transitional government in Burkina Faso. But it may be too late. The hidden deal was no longer hidden. It had become a symbol of a continent rewriting its destiny. In the end, Captain Traoré's hidden deal was not just a secret transaction. It was a line in the sand, a warning to the old world, and a promise to the new. History will judge him. But one thing is certain: Captain Traoré changed the game forever.